Hi everyone, welcome back to Ostomy Care with Angelface Amy. I'm Amy, a wound and ostomy nurse who's just trying to help you out with your ostomy. I know dealing with ostomies can be difficult, and I know there are some tips and tricks that are sometimes hard to learn. It's been a while since I made a video. I'm actually just not sure what kind of content to create to help make living with an ostomy easier. So if you have ideas for me, please comment below and let me know what you want me to cover. So today I'm just going to share a little an experience that I had with a patient last week. She's had her ostomy for about 3 to 6 months. She recently found out that she's not going to be able to have her stoma reversed, so she's going to have to live with this for the rest of her life. And she was obviously not happy to know this, but she had a few issues with her bag and the setup and everything, and so she made an appointment to come see me, which I was really glad because there were a few basic things that I could help her with, and hopefully will make her life dealing with this easier. So first of all, she had her surgery, like I said, 3 to 6 months ago. She has a colostomy, and she was having a lot of issue with gas. She was having to open her bag multiple times a day just to let the gas out of the bag. And really, she was just having to empty the stool out of it once a day, but she was having to open it and close it to let the gas out frequently. And that was also, it was blowing up in the middle of the night with gas and exploding off and things like that. So she was not aware of what a filter on one of these bags was, what it was for, or even that she could have it. She has home health, and they had not made that an option for her that this patient was aware of. So we did get her a filter bag. I explained that the charcoal filter is supposed to let the gas out and not have any odor as well due to the charcoal filter. And she was really happy to learn about that. The next thing is that she has this colostomy, and it is completely stable in size. It is like 6 months after her surgery. And so we always order cut to fit bags for patients right after surgery. And the reason for that is because the stoma is swollen and it will shrink over time. Over the next like 6 weeks, it will shrink and not be the same size every week that she changes it. So this patient was still cutting her bag. Her stoma was completely round and a perfect 1-inch diameter. So it was a very simple to order her a pre-cut bag, but she was still using cut to fit, and she didn't even know that it was an option that she could get pre-cut. So if you have an odd shaped stoma, if it is got to be cut like an oval or something strange, then you may not ever be able to have pre-cut. But if you do, it just takes away a step and makes it easier. So this patient was really excited to learn about that. Also, she would have a little bit of leakage underneath her appliance, and then she was just telling me that she felt like she always had an odor, and she didn't like that. And so I showed her how it had leaked under the barrier, and that if the appliance is intact and she's not opening it to empty it, she should never smell any odor from it. And she was shocked to learn that. She thought she was just gonna have to smell like this all the time and that there was nothing she could do about it. So I showed her that when it was on and secure, you couldn't smell anything, and she was just so happy to learn that. So I also used a little of the lubricating deodorant. I showed her how I use it in the top of the bag to kind of lubricate it so that the stool will slide down into the pouch. I also set her up with, she likes to use a one-piece, which is fine, so we kept a one-piece Hollister. I ordered her a soft convex appliance just to help prevent from that leakage underneath, just to kind of help push the stoma out into the pouch a little bit more. And that's why I use the lubricating deodorizer as well, just to help that stool slide down into the pouch. So these are just some basic things that I showed this patient, and I think it's going to make a big difference and hopefully make living with her ostomy easier. So I just thought I would share those with you. I think for my next video, I'm going to do a video on peristomal hernias and prevention, because I've seen a lot more of those and I feel like more people have questions. So that's one idea I have. But again, if you have any thoughts or ideas or things for me to make a future video, please share below. I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you next time. Thanks.